Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about the new lawsuit that April brought against Diddy. And I also want to show a video of Lil Rod as far as what he's saying that Diddy should do in order to have a better public opinion with this situation and everything that's going on with him. And then I will come back and talk to you.
Three ways Diddy could get out of his situation publicly. I don't know about the feds. The feds might still get him. One, he got to come out, tell the whole world that he been gay or been bi, or that really he always identified as a woman. That's one way. Second way is to say that he had mental health issues and, he's been seeking therapy, this and third. The last way is to say he apologizes, but all his actions was because he was tough as a child. Yeah, only three ways. And people will be like, you know what? Oh, you got two? No wonder you're doing free coughs. No, real talk. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, we live in a land of trauma, and if people see you as a monster, just enacting unwanted, unprecedented trauma without you at least leading up to, obviously he's not white.
Okay, so as you can see, I did not show all of the lawsuit, all the information that's in the lawsuit because it's a lot of information. And I only showed 3 incidents as far as her saying what happened between her and Diddy, but she did say he assaulted her on 4 different occasions. And this was from a time period of 1995 to 2000. She also stated that he videotaped her and showed it to someone. And so that kind of gives you an idea of who he is. I think he started videotaping people back in 1992. So just imagine how much information did he have on people as far as from when he first started videotaping people until now. That is a lot of years of just videotaping and having people on tape doing, at his Diddy parties and his alleged F-offs and different things like that. So you could just imagine the people that came through his parties. You can just imagine the incidents and the situations that went on during those parties. And so if the feds have all that information, they have a lot of information on him. Even if some of the stuff he did or they see in the video is past the statute of limitation, it still can be corruptive information to people's lives. It can still be devastating to people's lives if they do have stuff on people and it actually get out to the public. So he is a very sinister type of person, and he's also manipulative, and he only cares about himself. He doesn't care about anyone else, especially when it comes to women, because you can see the different women that he have abused throughout his life. He can care less how anyone else feel as long as P. Diddy gets what P. Diddy wants. Because what DJ Akademiks said that he should do, either say that he, is gay or he feel like a woman, or to use the victim mentality as someone touched me, I'm going to counseling, whatever he had, what excuse he was trying to make up for Diddy's behavior, that is no excuse. Even if those things happened or he felt that way Why would you go out and victimize other people? When people are SA, that can cause them when they grow up to go out and SA people because they feel that it's normal, but it still doesn't make it right. And they still need to be held accountable for their behavior, because if no one is held accountable for behavior, regardless of what it is and regardless how they got into that situation, then it's basically a free-for-all. Everybody can come up with an excuse as far as, I did not have this growing up in life, so I feel that it was okay for me to go out and take it from someone else. Or I didn't have money, so I could feel I can go, take someone else's money and not be held accountable for it. As adults, you're going to be held accountable for your behavior. From 1995, as far as when April said she got with him and he was doing these things to her, to now, this man needs to be held accountable for his actions. And just saying, oh, I'm going to therapy, doesn't excuse all the damage he did along the way. Just think about if he turned around and honestly took a look at everybody he hurt, everybody he put his hands on, everybody he violated. How many trails of body is he leaving behind based on him being selfish and self-centered? I see him as a monster. And just like Young Miami had said that she had tweeted out or X'd out that she can have, she said something along the facts that she can have Diddy make someone do something to her. The mentality of that, and that also proves what April was saying, how he made her do something with Kim or had Kim do something to her that she didn't, well, both of them did not want to participate in. How he forced them to take E. How he, with Cassie, how he forced her to be with men that she did not want to be with. So he doesn't take anyone else's feeling into consideration. He only think about his own feelings. And then on top of that, the audacity of DJ Akademiks to be talking about someone else's SA situation when it comes to all this. He has his own thing going on with a woman saying that DJ Akademiks actually SA'd her. So I think he needs to be more focused on that instead of coming up with excuses to make Diddy look better in the public eye. I also want to share another video with you. And this video is Steve Harvey talking, and I want you to listen very closely to what Steve Harvey is saying in this video.
Never, ever going to waver from my comedy show on that stage. That's my gift, and that's my freedom. And what happens is when you allow people to start taking your freedom and your gift and making it become what makes them comfortable, we then lose. When you called me with the morning show on the phone, I said to you, Steve, my family is suffering behind this. And y'all know I did nothing wrong. Y'all know my husband did nothing wrong. But none of y'all in real time, was strong enough to go publicly and say, we can't throw our sister under the bus.
Because, Mo, listen to me. We fighting two wars here.
What war?
There's two wars. It's what your issue is, and it's what the perception of the issue is, and the narrative has changed.
See, I'm hearing what you're saying, baby, and I agree with it when the narrative changes. But if all of y'all said, this is the only issue I have with it, baby, when all of y'all said privately, to include Oprah, all of y'all said privately, I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing,
Let me
we got to flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game.
It's
this
the money game.
But we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game, but let me tell you what the game is before the money game. Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
I am a Christian, and this is a Christian's channel. And I have said more than one time, and I will continue to say this, and this is in my heart. When it comes to my Christianity and my blackness, me being black, I will always put my Christianity above my color, above being black. I love my black people, so it's not anything against them, but my Christianity, I stand firm on the foundation of God, on the foundation of the Bible. And the reason I say this, you can see with Steve Harvey, when you truly listen to what he said to Monique, when it comes to truth, there's repercussions. So you really can't stand on the truth. You really can't tell the truth. The Bible says to always stand on the truth. The Bible says the truth will set you free. So according to Steve, if it comes to lying and telling the truth, whatever will keep money in his pocket, he's going to go that route. Because he said in that video, this is a money game. He said it's not about being black. He said it's not about being white. He said it's a money game. So therefore, he's putting away his integrity for money. When you stand on the money game or play the money game, whoever is running that money game, you're beholden to them. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and serve money, or serve someone else or whoever you're bound down to because you sell your soul because you want the world. You can't serve two people. There is a line. There's either God's side or the world side. And Steve already told you in that video, and like I said, it's not just about Steve. It's about every black person or every person that wants to be alongside the elites. But I'm saying black because I'm letting black people know, please open your eyes. You think these people are on your side. You think these people are in these positions and they're fighting for you, whether they're politicians or whether they're governors, congressmen, lawyers, doctors, or whatever. You think they're fighting for you, or they're entertainers, and you think they have your best interests at heart. They feel the same way that Steve Harvey said. I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them feel the same way Steve Harvey does. They're not going to stand out on their integrity. They're going to step out on their money. Whatever's going to benefit them, keep money in their pocket, keep money in their children's pocket, keep money in their grandchildren's pocket, that is the direction they're going to go. But when you're playing that money game, that means someone else is controlling you. So if that person wants you to do something that's against your own people, what would you do? Would you stand on truth or would you stand on money? I would give you X amount of money if you betray your people. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to betray their people for the money. When a person says that, they can't be trusted regardless of who they are. And you can see the behavior of P. Diddy. He acting just like Steve Harvey spoke those words, and P. Diddy is acting out those words. He don't care about anyone else but himself. Look how many people, careers he had in the palm of his hand, and he could have made a success out of them. But that stood in the way of him becoming successful. All these other people, they have an opportunity to pull other people up. What they do, they gatekeep. They don't let them in. They take advantage of them. They use them. They corrupt them. Then they just throw them away when they no longer need them. So when you look at what Cat Williams was saying that Steve Harvey did to Bernie Mac, when Cat Williams stated that Steve Harvey went behind Bernie Mac's back to try to take away his job because he wanted them. They're supposed to be friends. Where was the integrity? There is none, because it's about money. When there is no integrity, can you trust a person? When you have integrity, you're standing on the foundation of God. When you have truth, you're standing on the foundation of God. But when you push all those aside, you're going to go wherever the direction of the money is sending you. If you have to lie on a person, if you have to steal, if you have to cheat, if you have to betray, just to either get on top or to stay on top, you're going to do that. And that is what they're letting you know. They say this up front. They say this out loud. And then you have black people saying, no, we should stick with black people. We should stick with our own. Why? when they're showing you, they do not care about you. When you're in a certain position, you should uplift people. You should bring people up with you. You know, you should make life better for your whole community. But they choose not to do that. So I put my faith and I put my trust in God, not man. So I will always put my Christianity, my belief in God, my belief in Jesus above men and also above my color. And that has nothing to do with me not liking black people or not wanting the best for black people. That's me wanting black people to open their eyes. Look what's going on in Africa. Africa is the richest continent in the world, but it's the most undeveloped continent in the world. Why? Because there's no integrity in the leaders that's leading that country. When you have no integrity as a group of people, when your leader, should I say, has no integrity, as a group of people, you're not going to progress. As a group of people, you're not going to move forward as long as you're keeping those leaders in place, because all those leaders are doing is keeping you back. They're about themselves, their family, forget about everyone else. So if they have to step on you to get across that wall, that's what they're going to do. They're going to be yelling, hey, I'm coming back for you, but they're not thinking about you. So we as black people have to open our eyes. We as Christian have to always put our Christianity above our color. And I want to read to you what integrity is. Integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change. And then a person that doesn't have integrity, a person who lacks integrity will make decisions based on how it will make them look rather than how it will benefit others. They look at their actions as a performance to be rated for approval rather than a step towards doing the right thing for the community. And I also want to read a verse to you. This is Proverbs 11:3 NASB. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the crookedness of the treacherous will destroy them. I also have Proverbs 12:22 NASB. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who deal faithfully are his delight.